Into the monastery. No, 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 no. Damoe Highlands. That was the place. I'm sort of tempted to kill the Baroness again, just to see if she's a reliable source for runes. Wouldn't be too hard. And there's no real downside to it. We know where we need to go, so we don't have to spend too much time here. And we're just interested in the Baroness. Minions. Our enchanted demon. The Skullcap. Cold enchantment. Quilted armor, jawbone. We will teleport out of here, come back with the waypoint. So I don't particularly care if we skip monsters. We don't have. There's no reason to clean this place. Just kill the Baron. Champion Blood. It's not exactly an amazingly good or powerful mini boss anyway.
Your blood will boil.
It's a melee version this time. Yeah, he's cake. Ethrune is so she seems to have a regular, fairly reliable 2 runes shield without. Start dropping money, maybe. No. So that's the quest part. Won't get repeated. But a good learning experience for us. If we need runes, Baroness is the one to go to. Easy, and we can just exit the game and immediately come back. I mean, we don't have to exit the program. Just leave the save and exit, come back and repeat, and we can get more runes. 2 Eths, Tull, and an Ith. I actually did look these things a little bit. I mean the runes. And Tull and Eth on an armor is a recipe. So the poison plus the mana regeneration. I'm not sure what the level requirement on that is though. Also don't really know what the level requirement applies to. Do I need to be on that level for it to work,
Hello.
or do I need to be of that level before I can put it on? I don't know. Either way, I don't think I can do that now. In general, there's quite a hefty level requirement to be able to use the rune words.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, but by the time you pretty much end the core game, then you might be in a lot better position to start using them. So, not really an immediate concern. Well, 13. 18 before we get anything new decent. Well, we have to take the Arctic Blast type of spells anyway. I'd like to invest in Fissure, but Arctic Blast. Show me what you got. It's a breeze flamethrower basically. It's not all that powerful, but no cold attack ever is. I'll slow them down nicely. So it's a good support ability. Fighting against a powerful melee enemy, we can support our spirit wolves. Probably mostly use the Fissure though. Tamoe Highland. Somewhere here is the monastery. I would suspect the road leads us directly there. Cousin Mages. Dark Lancer. I'm gonna have to come back here later, so that's why I'm not looting. Yeah, the Fissure is excellent. It might not be the best possible spell ever, but it's great at supporting a large group of summoned creatures. Really ends the fight before it truly begins. Gives a huge advantage to your group. Take this path first. Companion got a level up. The pit. A safe bet the pit does not go anywhere. So this is just for bonus loot. Cold enchant. Ash wound something. Take the fucking gold. Ooh, lightning enchanted. And it's dead. I'm a little bit disappointed in the opposition. Should be able to put up more of a fight. Preserved head. Superior wolf. Increase maximum durability. But 2 sockets. I think I already have something like that in storage. Don't think we need another. This is the positive side of playing a summoner. In situations where you lack really powerful monsters, you can just roll over the opposition without too much fuss. Balance of things will shift. I'm not sure if they're gonna be reversed entirely, but they'll definitely shift. Killing individual monsters is not so easy anymore. We're gonna have to start taking losses, that sort of thing. So what we're doing now will not work, but doesn't mean we can't basically still keep just rolling over the enemy. Just need to change our tactics. Hopefully have better spells, better summon creatures, so we can keep this going for some time. Hit level 2. This area is probably just for the treasure chest. Demon teleportation. Bone growl.
I can't carry anymore.
Ethereal small shield. Not interested. Preserved head. Qatar. Quilted armor. Mainly trash. Or rather, class specific
Yes?
items, so low value items.
Greetings.
1000. Faster cast rate. So we have 3 of these now. No complaints, I can gamble the extra money away. 54,000. Love is unlikely to be of any worth, so is a dirk. They're not terrible, but I need to pick and choose here and there. Still, these optional places, at least on this act, are sort of fairly worthless. Although I'm not sure what I would expect. A little bit of extra experience and money is what we've gotten from them, and that's basically what you're supposed to get, so I'm not sure what I'm complaining about. I suppose the fundamental problem with this type of loot is, yeah, getting loot is always nice, but you're just adding to the amount of trash I'll have to manage. That's the basic fundamental problem with giving a massive amount of loot. 90% or more is uninteresting or worthless. So yeah, you have a ton of loot, but it's really the a few interesting pieces here and there that are worth looting. Runes are always interesting. Even if they're individually crap, you might get some kind of interesting combination. So, state items. I'm not that interested in unique items. It's not like they can't be incredibly good, it's just the likelihood of getting those good ones is very, very small. You're much more likely to get a item that is intended for someone of different class. So yeah, congratulations on getting this unique item that's powerful, but you have zero use for it, so unless you're trading with other players, just might as well just throw it away. I did check the set item we have. It's I think it's a short. What was it? We got a shield. Other parts were a long sword and a chain glove. So we could try buying those. The chain gloves seems like the better solution because we could use better gloves. So chain gloves in general could be useful for us. Long sword, on the other hand, not so much. I'm not even sure if the set is of any real use to us. Seems like that's not the important part anyway. It's more about just getting a set. How difficult it is to try to get a set. Human camp that has nothing of worth. We are getting stabs. sorcerer item. No, rather it gives bonuses to sorcerer abilities. Potentially very, very valuable. A good staff is easily tens of thousands of gold. Another ring. Another ring. We might want to, as a general rule, keep an eye out on what bosses drop as loot. Try to nail down maybe some kind of a patterns or specialty loots that are of at least of higher probability to be dropped from certain bosses. Ooh, monastery, right. Just in case we want to farm certain type of equipment at certain points. Runes seems to be the obvious choice, so the Baroness. It's better. The easier the target we have to kill, the better, because the point is to just kill it over and over again, not to make some kind of epic struggle for experience out of it. Just get the goddamn loot. Baroness is easy as shit to kill, even at this level, so if we need runes, she's the one to go to. At least for now. Cyclone armor. I have to take it anyway. Doesn't have a duration. Absorbs 40 points of elemental damage. Fire resistance and fire. Okay, I think we found everything interesting out of this place already. Right. Right. So this is just the edge. Still gonna map it out. Won't take long to run through it. Monastery gate. Did we already find a monastery gate? The locked gate. I don't think we need to fill up every piece of map here, so just get a rough idea where the edges are, where we need to go, and so forth. There's something at the center of it. It's probably just a walled off area where we can't go, but I'd still like to see what it is. Yeah, it's a couple small walled off areas. Boss! Officer, Demon Mana Burn. A single hit can just drain all your mana, basically. Use it up.
I am overburdened.
Right. We'll
To sail.
head for the monastery to get some kind of a smithing hammer out of it.
The Order welcomes you.
Yeah, assassin only Qatar. Sell value 21 gold. I'm not picking this shit up anymore. Plus 1 charge bolt non-magic short staff is worth 600. 40 for preserved head of the jackal. I'm not picking these up either. Magic damage reduced, mana after each kill. Plus 4 mana, maximum damage plus 1. Well, at least we got a few thousand gold out of it again. $60,000. Definitely should go gambling. Alright, monastery. Radric Malice. Barracks. Beware the smith. Well, it's what? 9 to 1, so in our advantage number wise, so I think we'll be fine. Open the fucking... Outer cloister should have a... Wait. Trident. And there we go. Amulets. One important thing to keep in mind about the chance to increase magical item drops is that I think it's exactly what it says. It functions on the some kind of basic drop rate of the target or creature. So if you have some kind of shitty target that is very unlikely to drop anything of value, it's not gonna do much good. At the same time, if you have something Probably some type of mini boss or an act boss that has a high probability of dropping certain things, then you really feel the difference. I suppose technically it shouldn't matter. However, if you were going after some sort of loot, it always is going to be worth our while to go after some kind of a tougher target than just killing random monsters. Random monsters is always a bad idea too, if you're going after something specific. Killing some kind of boss once isn't gonna give you a good idea really what it drops though. So I think we got lucky with the Baroness. Very likely she won't always drop 2 runes of some sort. And not necessarily even a rune every time. But that's might be a good idea to kill certain guys twice, just to see what they drop. Depends on how easy they are to reach. I think more likely it's better for us to just keep our eyes open. So if we notice something specific, we'll return to it to see if it was just a fluke or is it something that we might be able to get it on a regular basis. Similar to with the runes. Mignon. Teleportating archer. Yellow axe. Ethereal. This could still be good for a companion, but am I going to hold on to it until we get our melee weapon using companion? Very unlikely. Very unlikely. So it might be better to just get rid of it. Are we already in the barracks? Yes, we are. Companion got a level up. So where's Mr. Smith? Superior Hawk Helm. 1 socket, and why do my class items have no skill bonuses? They're just shitty helmets as far as I'm concerned. Why do they need to be class specific? I mean, I can get a better normal helmet at this point. Scroll of Identify. Is there any point in even gathering these? I'm using Deckard Cain to identify things anyway, so... Cold Enchanted. Gnarl Staff, excellent. It's a good staff at this point. And doesn't seem to... well, I'm not sure I see it, but probably doesn't have skill bonuses. So, not that valuable. Champion Bone Mage. Better bow, definitely. Two to 6, 3 to 10. Fire resistance. No. We if possible, we want damage. Bonus damage versus undead. Plus, yeah, this is an anti-undead weapon. Pretty much. Not a bad thing. But what does she have now? Plus 1 cold damage. I'll keep the cold damage. Path downstairs. Okay, Mr. Smith, where are you? There we go.
Charcy will be thankful to get this malice. I can't carry anymore.
Cold damage.
I'll put that to good use.
You do that. Right. Terrible loot on the Smith. Definitely don't want to kill him again. J level 1.
No wonder. Bars can't hold a force of nature.
J level 1 has next waypoint, then Inner Cloister and Catacomb level 2. So we're getting close to the end.
Oh, thanks so much for returning the Herodric Malice. I will now imbue one of your items with magical powers.
No magic, socket at rare, unique, or set items. No jewelry. We can turn a normal item into a, I think, a rare item, so a yellow item. I'm okay for now. I'm going to save this up, at least for now, in case we get an obvious hole in our equipment set and want to patch it up. +2 Cross Nova, value 5,000. $89. It's a shitty axe anyway. Some resistances. 5% better chance of getting magical items. Or +2 energy. I'll take the better chance of getting magical items. Our chances are still terrible. 23%, that's nothing. So the main boss remains, no other quests. And 68,000.
Hello.
Ooh, chainmail. That's That's a heavy armor. Too much wouldn't expect to see it in this act. But chain gloves. Half freeze duration, lightning resist 9% was better. Half freeze duration is wonderful. Anything else? The other item was a long sword. What does a long sword even look like? This is a real long shot. I mean, trying to find the said item piece. I have basically zero confidence in us at getting it, but there's no harm in trying. Gotta spend the money somewhere, and we don't have any obvious weaknesses at the moment anyway, so might as well go with the gloves. That said, I'm not gonna throw all my money away on this. Self-repairing chain gloves, well, whoop-de-doo. I'd like to get into a position where I have around 100,000 gold in storage, and then basically spend all the excess money on gambling and things like that. It's our safety amount. If we need to get a mandatory equipment upgrade, or we get into a tough spot where we'll have to suck some losses as far as money is concerned, because we die and have to retry and things like that, maybe revive our companions. So we'll have a healthy buffer to deal with all that. Everything else is extra. Champion Bone Archer. Wait. There are the torture devices. To jail level 2. I'll take a little bit of a look around here before going there. I'm not too set on exploring everything here. The areas in general look very uninteresting, but there might be an officer or two that we could get. Mana Drain. Raids. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything interesting here. Right. So, I guess I'll try to at least hunt down the officer. There's very likely at least one of them on this level, and then just move on. How do you get there? Secret door. Wolf head of nothingness. The loot is pretty weak. And we're done. Right. Very, very dull level. We're not supposed to go deeper though. The next waypoint is not... It's in a cloister somewhere. But it's not like the game was gonna give us options, so why worry about it? Yep, just empty jail rooms. Ooh. Lightning enchanted. Moonbite the Dark. An amulet. Short staff. All +2 static field. Static field weakens the opponent. I don't see it being a good spell, but that doesn't mean the game doesn't value it. So we can still very likely get a decent amount of gold out of it. Chipped emerald. Another officer. Fire enchanted bone brow. Lip. Level 15. Might even get to 18 here. No, probably not. Very close to it though. It sort of might feel weird that we're level 15 in the first act, and the first act is not even over. We'll never reach level 30 by the end of the fourth act. And I don't think I'm wrong on that, although it's been a while. Unless we replay areas, we'll never reach it. More officers. Gold enchanted. Sash. Small shield. Okay. This has been a very good level. Officer after officer after officer. I don't have extra points to spend. I'm thinking of waiting until level 18, but we have to take at least a couple of abilities then. 3. And we're 3 levels away. So maybe it's better to just wait. Alternatively, Fisher, it's 9 points extra damage. That's pretty much it. Firestorm and Volcano will provide bonus damage, but Firestorm is a terrible spell. Firestorm sort of... No, it doesn't even boost these. Molten Boulder and Fissure do. So does Armageddon. Fissure adds length to the Armageddon spell, or duration. Cyclone Armor adds duration to the Hurricane. So once we redesign the character, we'll probably have to choose one. This has been because of the extra bonuses the previous levels provide. No point worrying about it now. Jail level 3. Down we go. Cracked Hawk Helm.
Carry anymore.
Lycanthropy, Poison Creeper, Raven. Unusable, but could have some value
It
to
is
it.
certain that we face the Demon Queen, Andariel, who has corrupted the Rogue Sisterhood and defiled their ancestral monastery. This does not bode well for us, my friend. Ancient Horadric texts record that Andariel and the other lesser evils once overthrew the three prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal, banishing them from hell to our world. Here they caused mankind untold anguish and suffering before they were finally bound within the Soul Stones. Andariel's presence here could mean that the forces of hell are once again aligned behind Diablo and his brothers. If this is true, then I fear for us all. You must kill her before the monastery becomes a permanent outpost of hell, and the way east lost forever. Stay a while and listen.
Find Andariel's lair in the depths of the monastery catacombs. We're not going to the catacombs next. I'll leave the catacombs for another time anyway. 200. 3 skill points and only 200. These are not worth taking. Either they're useful to me or just gonna leave them. $4,600 plus 2 to static field. 12,000. So, rule of thumb, pretty much ignore class-specific items. Have enough levels to use some runes. You probably want to be at least the level that the rune stems individually require before we want to start testing them. Actually, I'd like to have a spare before I try to do any kind of serious testing on them. I'd hate to lose the opportunity to make a good armor piece for myself, just because I wanted to test it. Just how does this shit work? Undead curse. Chipped sapphire. There's something there. Only the demons carry torches. And there's a torch carrying demon. Well, we got a ring out of it. It's pretty much guaranteed 1,000 gold. Doesn't look like there's any more officers here. So we'll kill in the trash for a few hundred gold pieces is not worth my time. Right. This looks a bit more promising. Still no minions. Still no officers. Right. The next level is jail level 3, so that's not where we need to go either. Right. Catacombs has the last of the waypoints, but that's not next either. It is going to be a waypoint level though. Tome of Identity. Lighting enchant. Hunter's Bow. Enhanced damage, attack rating, damage to undead, attack rating against undead, mana stolen per hit, and 30. Cold damage. I'll still keep the cold damage. I'm going to get rid of the Miss Archer anyway after I change the act. We're going to use act specific mercenaries. Well, unless there's some large overriding reason not to use them. She isn't terrible by any means, and she does continue to get level ups and all. Still, I wouldn't mind trying out at least other types. Casters, melee, that sort of thing. Be much more useful. Another rare magic item. Broad Axe. Fast attack speed, 10 to 18 points of damage. Probably better than the Club of Flame. Fire damage, yeah. Poison damage, life stolen per hit.
I can't use this.
Strength 48, yeah, that's a minor downside. Inner cloister. Okay, that's where we need to be. That's where the waypoint is. However, since we found it pretty much immediately, I'd like to get a bit of, well, better look around here. See if we can find more officers. I'm fairly certain the waypoint will be right there once we just climb those stairs. Barbarian rare. So, 3 rares. I guess the minor bonuses I have are still making a difference. You never know though, it is a dice roll, so I just could have gone lucky otherwise. And to be honest, I'm not terribly impressed with the rare items so far. Yeah, they're better than normal magical items, but they still have been fairly disappointing. Sacred Orb sounds like a class item. Yeah, Sorceress. It's like a shitty version of a staff, you know, less valuable. Ooh. I thought there were officers. Nope. Well. Champions. They do a decent amount of damage. Resist cold shrine. I'm not too interested in the magical items offered.
I can't carry it.
Might be able to fit a maze. It doesn't look like we missed much, so. Where was the benches of the cloister? There. Find the waypoint. Return back to the encampment. Identify crab. Sell the crab in there. Next time we'll kill the big boss lady. Right, so find entrance to catacombs and just descend until we reach where we need to be.
Hello.
Again, not made any major problems. Summoning, well, this is Act 1. Everything works here, so this is not an indication of anything. Yeah, a lot of bonuses, but still a worthless item. Same with the rest. Well, they're worth a couple of thousand. Plus 20 to stamina. I suppose I doubt we'll encounter massive amount of problems no matter what we choose. It's sort of with normal difficulty everything is good enough. Not saying we can't encounter serious trouble, just saying you can push through even if you've made some terrible choices. It's the harder difficulties where you have to start specializing seriously in order to make it. We don't have that problem. I suppose the most meaningful thing we achieved this time is to make sure that we know where to get the runes, more runes if we need to. Right. We're going to start ditching the rejuvenation potions if we find something else. We can always get additional rejuvenation potions later on. I'm not even sure why I'm storing them now. Still, we have 80,000 gold. Enough to gamble a little bit. Gamble on more gloves, I suppose. Get more better boots. And we'll stick to the gloves unless we find a seriously superior armor piece somewhere. Well, the ring mail would be more... the thing is, I don't know what the requirements for these are, so I'm not sure I could even wear one. And I do like the better chance of getting magical items, especially now when it doesn't really matter what type of armor we have or what bonuses do they have. Later on, I don't think we have that luxury. Attack rating, light radius. +1 to strength. I'll buy 2 more gloves. The price is going up every time we level up. I'll buy just this. 10% chance to cast level 3 charge bolt when struck. Terrible. This is more or less just us throwing money down the well. The thing is, you can always get new loot, new money, so what else are you gonna do with it but just use it, or even to have a chance of getting something interesting out of it.